Hey there, beautiful souls. I have some crazy hair going on. I'm going to hide that under there. so, I have felt really inspired and led to hop on here every day during the week and at 1 or 1:11, sometime around then, to just pop in some mindset, like in the moment, daily, like as I'm going through my day, mindset tips and shifts, and all throughout the journey of motherhood, of gaining clarity on who I am and as an entrepreneur, and in relationships and all the things, because I teach this stuff. I guide people through this material. And oftentimes it's really great to hear it in theory, but until we can see how people are embodying it and bringing it into our space, we don't necessarily resonate or understand how we can implement it in our lives and all the things. So I just wanted to get really real and really raw and just be here, let you guys get to know me, see me as I am, and going through my mental processes. And you can, take whatever you align with and run with it. If you want to try some of my processes, great, but this is a space for me to share my wisdom with you and for you to just absorb, connect, and share with others. Because if this is going to support you in, shifting something maybe in your relationship with yourself or with source or with your relationship with money or whatever that is, then, and you feel blessed by it, then share it with others. And because I just want to allow what I do to impact more people. Okay, so that being said, I am Kelly Lephart. I am a spiritual and business mindset coach, and I help people to live their best lives. I want you to get the best out of your life and to love it, right? Like so many of us as entrepreneurs are striving for greater financial success and success in our businesses, but we also want to love life. We want to live life and not just work and not be living. Because I know before I got onto this journey, that's where I felt like I was. I was an entrepreneur. I was a mom. I was working multiple different side hustles and, a partner to my husband and all the things. And I was so burnt out and always striving to get forward. And we forget that we have to be centered and take care of ourselves and find happiness within ourselves, or all the success in our businesses isn't going to matter, right? So if you are hopping on, I would love to connect and say hello. Let me know that you're here. And just if you have questions or comments about anything that I mention, or then just drop it here and I will be responding and connecting with you in this space. So I just wanted to get on and let you guys know that I am going to be doing this because I don't feel like this is information that needs to be held silent. And not everybody is aware of how important it's thrown around a lot. And of course, the people in my social network circles here on social media, or it's mindset everywhere. But so in my world, mindset is thrown around in all the different spaces. But it's like a lot of times, when I first came around to this material, I was like, what the heck is that supposed to mean? Of course, the way that you think is going to impact you. But I didn't really understand it. And so lots of us in my network circle are network marketers, we're entrepreneurs, we're direct sales, professionals. Maybe you're in a professional job wanting to become more of an entrepreneur. We're mompreneurs, and one thing when we go from maybe being an employee or, in that professional setting to being an entrepreneur, we're not shown how to do this. Like, there is a learning curve. You have to learn how to brand yourself. You have to learn how to market, how to network, how to connect with people. Like, those that are in direct sales, you see all of these people just skyrocket. Well, you didn't see all the work and all the networking and all of the branding and all the connecting and everything that happened in the background, right? Before that massive success hit. And I know that when I was back in the network marketing, direct sales space years and years ago, you would see these people come in and just like take off. And you were like, how'd that happen? Well, a secret that they didn't tell me that I found out later was that, those people have mentors. Those people have guides. They are working on themselves. They're not just doing like this outside work, like, having the parties and inviting people and, things have shifted a lot since I started so many years ago in direct sales to now. Like, things have definitely shifted, but there's a lot of the internal work that we have to do as well. And I know for a long time, I just went and I posted what my my leaders were telling me to post. And I was having the parties that they were telling me to have. And I was teaching the things that they told me to teach. And, they were having success, but I wasn't. And I didn't understand why that was until later in my direct sales. Like, I was guided to like the personal development space. And when I was young, honestly, like the whole personal development part of the library or the bookstore was like the spot that you didn't want to be seen, or in my mind, was, if you were over in that space, there was something wrong with you and you didn't want to be seen as someone trying to fix yourself. Well, it's not fixing, it's expanding your awareness of who you are, because we come in and we're raised by our families and our environments, and we learn different pathways of understanding. And it's basically like layers and layers and layers of beliefs are laid onto you. And before you know it, you take them on as yourself, as your own. And then you grow up in this cake that you have been created, right? You have all these layers of belief on you. And then you're under there and you're like, wow, maybe you feel very bound in, and you aren't able to expand out, and you're feeling kind of stuck, and maybe something isn't working and it doesn't feel right anymore. And you're becoming more aware that something else is possible, right? Beyond this framework that you have been given. And so that's what personal development is. Personal development is like expanding that framework, expanding that program, upgrading the program, I like to say. So it wasn't until then that I discovered like how, the nuances of exploring who you are and unlearning all those beliefs that are no longer serving you, and how it will impact everything, right? How the beliefs that we have been given, sorry, I'm trying to plug in my phone so it doesn't die. How all the beliefs that we've been given, set those boundaries and those limits. Well, the only limits we have are the ones that we set on ourselves. So we have to expand out. And the only way to do that, it's not by getting another side hustle, by working harder, by working longer hours. The only way to expand out of that is to start to shift how you're thinking in here and how you're feeling, and that will shift everything that you're doing. So the headline for this is raise your vibe and manifest more quickly. I'm not sure if that's what I put in there, but that's the meaning, is like as we start navigating life through joy and like focusing more on what we love, then everything gets better. and the more that we focus on like the things that we love and recognizing the things that we have now that we're grateful for, then it raises your energy, your frequency, your vibration. We are energetic beings having this physical experience, and we are connected with Source, with God, with the universe, with this divine intelligence, and we are the creators of our lives. And everything in this world is vibrational. It's all energy. Right? And we all have heard that, like attracts like, that, a bird of a feather flocks together, right? Like if you're in a group of people that are all bemoaning what's going on, and maybe they had a rough day, and then someone said, oh, I had a rough day too. Oh, I had a rough day too, blah, 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 right? Like that energy just kind of circulates. Well, when we raise our vibe, when we raise our energy, when we raise our frequency, how we're feeling, then we start taking action differently. We start attracting different people. You start sounding different to different people. Someone that is, chatting negatively about this or that, like I'm not gonna align. I'm not gonna connect. I'm not gonna be able to hear them. And so when they raise their frequency and they vibe and their outlook on things and their energy, how they're feeling, then you become more attractive to different sets of people, different, like that ideal client, that person that everybody loves to work with, that ideal customer. And so I am committing to you at least through the end of the year, and I'm actually almost thinking of doing this for an entire year, coming live at 1:11 during the week, and chatting about this process and bringing you these lives, teachings, so that you can raise your vibe, so you can raise your frequency, so you can bring more money into your bank account, so that you can have greater success, so that you can align with the team and the people that want to lock arms and run with you, so that you can have those experiences that you love having, so that your family and your relationships thrive, and so that you are just on this frequency of joy and love and just loving life, and there's going to be ebbs and flows. Like it's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows and, Tinkerbell sprinkles, but it's going to be higher vibes. Like the dips aren't going to be as low. And when you start going lower, when you start coming down off that high, you're going to recognize a lot quicker. Maybe those old habits of thinking or those old limiting beliefs that like to creep in, and they used to snatch you and take you down for, a hot minute. And you're not going to have that as often. And you're going to rise back up faster. And when you rise back up faster, you're going to get some momentum, and you're going to go even higher. You're going to have greater experiences. You're going to have that greater impact. You're going to, align with more people. We all are here to grow, to expand. All these desires, all these dreams, all these goals that we have for our businesses, for our lives, for our families, it's all to expand in your awareness, your growth of who you are. And it's such a beautiful thing. So if you have something that is burning that you would love to have me talk about, then you can message me or drop it in the comments. Otherwise, I am just going to allow Source to come and just speak through me. And I strive to be very intuitive and follow that intuitive guidance on whatever people are needing to hear. And just enhance your ability to connect with that deep inner guidance within you that is already aligned with everything that you desire. You have been as Abraham Hicks says, launching rockets of desire into your vortex, which is into like your quantum field or the fourth dimension. Like it's all already there. It's all waiting to come into your experience. And, God is waiting to bring all of these things to you, but you need to grow into the space, into the person that is ready to receive it. And that is like the big piece here is we say that, maybe you're in a direct sales company and you see these people like on the top and they're like getting all this success and blah, 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 blah. But like, would you really be ready to receive that right now? Right? Like you have a whole bunch of growth and awareness to grow into before you are ready to receive that. So it's all part of the journey. It's all part of the process. So I am super excited to have committed to showing up for you guys at 1:11, right around there, every weekday. I am starting to show up more on the weekends just because I know that it's important to be consistent and continue to show up. But I am not going to commit to being live those days. So I am super excited to share this process with you, to dive deeper into my processes and all the things that I do in order to make those shifts in my thinking and my feeling and the mindset to create greater outcomes in all the different spaces, relationships, love for self, our businesses, the impact that we have on the world. So thank you so much for connecting with me. Make sure to follow me if you want to be alerted when I am popping on. And if you know anybody that would be blessed by any of this information I am going to share, then make sure to drop their names in the comments so that they can be tagged to my video. And anybody that shares, I am going to once a month be doing a drawing for a gift for anyone that has shared my videos or shared me with anybody else. And all of those names of everybody that shares me or tags people in my comment or in the comments will be going into the drawing at the end of the month. So I am excited to connect with you guys. Expect abundance, and I will see you right here again tomorrow at 1:11. See you then.